Your profiles on social media are really important when it comes to estate and letting agency, especially if you're going to use the landlord and vendor farming technique. LinkedIn's is more important. And when people send you a connection request, as you can see on the screen now, you will see that there's only 3 elements that they can choose whether you're going to connect up with you. That's your photograph, your name, and your job title. Now, there's nothing you can do about your name. Your photograph needs to be a headshot. I don't want any photographs below chest level, nice and tight. Make sure it's nice and friendly. Does it need a tie? Strictly your personal opinion. But the real magic is your job title. Now, LinkedIn will default to your last job unless you change it. Now, if you can see on the screen now, if you click on this icon here, it opens up your profile and you can change your headline. And this is where the magic happens. If you put the word Director of XYZ Estate Agency, you might as well put the word child killer on your name. And as you can see on the screen now, when people send you a connection request, it just has the word Director of Estate Agents. Well, that's worse than having a recruiter trying to connect up with you, and we all know what we think of those. So my advice would be to set up a different title, and that would be author of the Grantham Property Blog, or whatever town you're in. You might want to use different words from author. Some people, you like to use the word editor, but the word author or editor shows that it's at the top of the pecking order as opposed to scum of the earth estate agent. And then you've got the word Grantham Property Blog or Grantham Property News, depending on whatever you called your blog. In the previous video, we talked about that. If you really must have the name of your agency afterwards as well, my recommendation is that you don't, but if you really must, you can put that afterwards if you really must. And when people send you a connection request, that'll get knocked off anyway. People are going to look at your profile, and if they open up, they're going to quite clearly see you're an estate or letting agent. You don't need to hide from the fact, but your job of the connection request is, when you send a connection request, is to get people to connect up with you. And we have found this magic works particularly well. When it comes to Facebook, just put your photograph on there, decent photograph and a bit of a write-up of who you are. In terms of your job, you might want to say that you are the author of the so-and-so property blog if you so desire. It's not so important on Facebook, but on LinkedIn it is absolutely vital. On the next video, I'm going to talk about how to get connections on LinkedIn and Facebook.